So, are you just tired of being tired all the time? I'm talking about that deep, down to your bones kind of fatigue. You know, the kind that even a giant coffee can't touch. If you feel like you're constantly running on empty, well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to skip the quick fixes and the caffeine crashes and tap into some ancient wisdom to find a real solution.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That dreaded 3 p.m. crash. You're crushing it in the morning, you have a decent lunch, and then boom, it's like a switch flips. Suddenly you can't focus, you've got zero motivation, and all you want is to crawl under your desk for a nap. But what if that slump isn't just a sign you need more coffee? What if it's actually a really specific message from your body? Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, so here's our plan. First, we'll look at a whole new way to think about energy. Then you'll figure out your own unique fatigue type. We'll find the perfect herbs for that type. And finally, I'll show you a super simple daily ritual you can start like tomorrow.
Okay, first things first. We have this habit of just saying, I'm tired, right? We throw all types of fatigue into one big bucket. But in traditional Chinese medicine, it's like looking at a hurricane, a sunny day, and a blizzard, and just calling it all weather. It's way more specific. Fatigue isn't just one thing, it's a sign of different kinds of imbalances.
And the key to this whole energy map is a concept called qi, spelled Qi. Now, the simplest way to get this is to think of it as your body's internal battery. When your battery is fully charged, everything just works, right? But when you're down to 10%, things get slow, apps start to crash, you know the drill. That's qi. It's the vital life force that powers everything you do.
So here's the big takeaway. Feeling tired? That's not the actual problem. It's just the check engine light on your dashboard. It's a signal, a symptom, telling you that something specific inside, maybe your qi, maybe your blood, is out of balance. And the best part, once you figure out what's out of balance, you can actually do something about it.
All right, you ready to do a little self-diagnosis? Let's figure out what your body is trying to tell you. I'm about to show you the 3 main fatigue types. Just listen and see if one of them sounds, well, a little too familiar.
Okay, look at this chart. First up, we've got qi deficiency. This is literally that low battery feeling. It's when you're so tired you don't even have the energy to talk loudly. You might get winded easily. Does that sound like you? Then there's blood deficiency. This is less low battery and more drained. You feel dull, maybe a little dizzy, can't focus. And the weird part is you're exhausted, but you just can't get good sleep. And finally, dampness. Ugh, this one feels heavy, like you're walking around in a wet wool blanket. Your limbs are heavy, your head is foggy, maybe you feel bloated. Any of these ringing a bell?
Okay, so you might have an idea of your fatigue type. Now for the good stuff, the solutions. And we're not just guessing here, we're going straight to the source, to an ancient text called the Shennong Ben Cao Jing. I mean, this is basically the foundational playbook for Chinese herbal medicine, written almost 2,000 years ago. And guess what? It's got answers for exactly what we're talking about.
So, if you're in the qi deficiency camp, the low battery crew, what's the move? Simple. You've got to plug in and recharge. The ancient texts point to a powerhouse herb that's basically a natural charger for your system.
And here it is, ginseng. I mean, look at this. This is an actual page from that ancient text describing it. It's kind of mind-blowing to think that thousands of years ago, people were figuring this stuff out, writing it down. And here we are today, still using that incredible knowledge.
But what I love is how they describe it. The classic text says it supplements the 5 viscera. What does that mean for you? It means it nourishes all your core organs. It's like a deep, full system recharge. And get this, it also calms the spirit and opens the heart. So it's not just about physical energy. It tackles mental burnout and stress. It's pretty much the perfect antidote for modern life, right?
All right, what if you're the blood deficiency type, feeling drained, foggy, and just blah? The answer here isn't to slam an energy drink. No, the approach is totally different. It's all about gentle, steady nourishment to slowly rebuild your internal resources.
And for this, the classics give us something surprisingly simple, something you might even find at a local market, the Jujube, also known as the Chinese red date. And don't let its humble appearance fool you. This isn't just a dried fruit. It's a powerhouse nourishing herb that's super gentle. So the ancient text says Jujube calms the center and nourishes the spleen. In plain English, that means it helps your digestion, which is basically the factory where your body makes its energy and blood. And the part about harmonizing 100 medicines, that just means it's a great team player. It balances things out, making it perfect for gently rebuilding your system.
And last but not least, dampness.
that heavy, foggy, feeling. For this one, the goal is totally different. We're not trying to add more energy in, we're trying to take away the gunk that's bogging you down. The whole strategy is to, well, lighten the load.
And the go-to herb for this is called Poria. It's a fungus that grows on pine tree roots, and you can think of it as a natural dehumidifier for your body. Its whole job is to help wring out that extra moisture that makes you feel so heavy and sluggish.
So how does it do that? Well, the text says it promotes urination, which is pretty straightforward. It helps you flush out all that excess fluid that's causing the bloating and heaviness. By getting rid of that stagnant gunk, your own natural energy can finally move freely. And that's why it says it boosts strength. You're not adding energy, you're just freeing up the energy you already have. You literally feel lighter.
Okay, that's a lot of awesome theory. But what about real life? How do we actually use this stuff? Well, I'm going to show you an incredibly easy tea recipe that hits both qi and blood deficiency, which are honestly the two I see most often.
Seriously, this could not be easier. All you do is grab a few slices of ginseng, and by the way, astragalus is a fantastic, slightly milder option if you prefer, and toss them in a mug with 2 or 3 dry jujubes. Pour some hot water over them, let it all hang out for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and that's it. You're good to go. While you're sipping it, you are literally drinking in all that energy-boosting and nourishing goodness.
And listen, this isn't about some quick temporary buzz. This is about playing the long game. This quote about ginseng from the classic text just says it all, doesn't it? We're not just trying to survive the 3 p.m. crash, we are trying to build a deep, solid foundation of energy and health that, well, lasts a lifetime.
So now that we've gone through all of that, take a second. Which one really hit home for you? Was it the low battery of qi deficiency, the drained and foggy feeling of blood deficiency, or that heavy and sluggish dampness? Just figuring out which story is your story, that's the biggest first step you can take. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you figured out. Go ahead and drop your fatigue type, qi, blood, or dampness, down in the comments. I love seeing what resonates with everyone. And hey, if you found this deep dive into ancient wisdom helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more. Just remember, the goal isn't just to survive the day, it's to build energy for an amazing life. Thanks so much for hanging out with me.